There's only one enemy in this situation, and that's the company, and it always is. You know, you've basically empowered the bargaining committee to go back to the table and demand more.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Here's one about what's going on at Mack Trucks. And this is, in addition to these weekly live streams that Shawn Fain has been doing, the communications department has been putting out really good videos, kind of summarizing what's going on and telling worker stories. And so this was a very good one about the situation at Mack Trucks, and it includes some comments from Tim Smith, Region 8 Director, who I have had the pleasure of getting to know more over the last few weeks on the phone. Seems like a good guy. Looking forward to talking to him and working with him in the future. But let's play this video from the UAW about Mack.
At 7 a.m. on Monday, October 9th, nearly 4,000 workers at Mack Trucks walked out on strike. The night before, they voted down a tentative agreement with the company.
Agreements get voted down. It's part of the process. There's only one enemy in this situation, and that's the company, and it always is. You know, you've basically empowered the bargaining committee to go back to the table and demand more.
We had 2 informational meetings with the members to hear their voice and what their issues was with the master and the local.
Last year, we got killed with inflation. And I know that money is there for COLA. We got to get it back on the table.
You have to be secure not only in your work, but in your retirement too. And the extra $1,000 that they're giving us to the 401k, it's not going to cut it.
We should be at 40 hours and that's it. Anything after that should be paid overtime. That's how it's been, that's how it's been.
You send a powerful message. 73, and not just in this facility, across the entire Mack Trucks facility, all facilities.
A lot of people are afraid to call off sick because we have a point system. Oh my God, I have so many points, I'm going to get a day suspension or I'm going to lose my job. That's wrong. People get sick. People deserve to have a sick day.
We would be in a lot better shape if we had cost of living adjustments. I don't think that ever should have been taken away. That's the protection that we need to provide for our families. You know, I have kids myself, so I wanted that to be in the contract.
And Mack can afford it. Mack Trucks is owned by Volvo Group. Volvo Group makes most of its money off of its trucks, including Mack. In the past 10 years, they've made $22.8 billion in profits, and they expect 2023 to be their most profitable year ever. And yet Mack workers are going backwards.
They're great profits. You know, the companies are making billions, and they're just not sharing it with the workforce. 73% turned down the contract, 2,100 of them come back and say that COLA is their #1 issue. I don't see how they can walk away from that. We know where we have to go, and I feel we can get it.
You know, these workers haven't had a raise. Inflation is sky high. I get emotional because I'm no different than they are. I'm an auto worker. I'm proud to be an auto worker. From Shawn to me to the bargaining committee, we want the same thing as they want. We want a fair contract for a fair day's work for a fair day's pay for our members.
Mack workers don't have to settle for less while the company keeps making more.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
As always, a really great video from the UAW, and I mean, the perfect message. And this is why, and this is what unions should do when there is a, when a tentative agreement is voted down. I mean, some unions kind of take it personally, or some people in negotiating committees take it personally when a tentative agreement is voted down, and they shouldn't. As an insult to the union, and they shouldn't. They should just take it as, look, the members think there's more, and they want more, and they think they can get more, and so as Shawn Fain said in his live stream when he announced that Mack moving the deck chairs, moving around the deck chairs is not going to be sufficient. The members are the highest authority, and so even though in some ways, you could say that, even though in some ways you could say that, look, this Mack Truck tentative agreement that they voted down, there were some wins there, and there were, no doubt, but it wasn't enough. And so instead of, the union fighting against the membership and working with the company to rearrange deck chairs and try to have the membership vote until they get it right, they are, the union is putting their force behind the membership and saying, okay, this is what you've asked us, this is what you've asked the union to do, and so we're going to do it. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that message, and that's exactly the right message.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
So we will continue to update you on that. I think Tim Smith is going to be coming on the show at some point, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into the Mack Trucks situation, as well as what's going on with the Big Three with Tim when we get him on the show. And looking forward to it. But yeah, that's basically the top line of what's going on at Mack Trucks right now.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.